Mecha Break Community Tournament number 2. This is a tournament that the team Michelin Star Restaurant competed in and won. How? I'm glad you asked. Here's the story of how MSR took first place. Before I get into the actual tournament, I'm going to tell you how MSR was formed. First, there's me, Milver. I spent a lot of my time solo queuing in the beta, but I knew that I wanted to play in the tournament. That's where I met Science and Gohi. Science was the best Falcon I'd ever played with, and Gohi was our resident Welkin player. The three of us queued up together for a while, meeting a couple random players along the way, but nothing was really sticking. We were just kind of jumping in and out of parties or just playing with the three of us. Our goal really was just to hit the highest rank on the leaderboard that we could. Now, because it was about 2 months ago, I don't remember exactly which happened first, but I think what happened was we met Vonk next. Vonk was a perfect addition for our team. He has a great mindset, and he really helped us get through some tough mental roadblocks. With each other's help, we were able to break into the champion rank, the highest rank that had been seen so far. Around this time, we met our fifth player, Singularity, who was forced onto Stego, for lack of better words. Shortly after that, we met Renegade. Renegade, I think, had been solo queuing on his own for a while, but we had seen that his Aquila was deadly. He was terrorizing solo lobbies, and we wanted him on our team. So now we finally had enough players to actually compete in the tournament. That means we're ready to start scrims. We wanted to scrim other teams, and Vonk had some backup for us. Introducing Lucky Bread. Lucky Bread was our 7th official member. He is an esports analyst who really helped us figure out what was working, what was not when we were playing against other teams. And honestly, I don't know if we would have won if it weren't for him. So that was our team for the time being. We found a couple other teams to scrim against, and it went pretty well. We had a lot of wins, we had a few losses. We had a lot of losses some days, but you live and you learn. We toyed around with the idea of not running any support characters, mainly because none of us really excelled at playing support characters. That's when my goat came down from heaven and graced us with his presence. Meet the 8th and final official member of MSR, Michelin Star Restaurant, DJ Penguin. DJ fixed a lot of the problems that we were having at the time. We now have consistent healing, we have consistent interruption, and now we have 7 people who will actually be playing in the tournament. This means we have reliable substitutions if we need to. This meant now that if we maybe had a team comp that wasn't working too well, we could switch it off if we had to. But you might see in the future that that wasn't really a problem for us. Today was the day. We had maybe 12 hours until the tournament was starting, and the bracket drops while I'm at work.
No, 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 no.
So at this point, I'm having a full on panic attack. I know that this game is not that serious, it is an open beta. There are no stakes here, but I wanted to be at least top 3 because I wanted the rewards that CSUN said they would send people, okay? And seeing Orca here made me want to vomit. For anybody unfamiliar, Orca is one of the teams that got to go to China for the Global Invitational. We are mad that we have to play them second if we win our first game because we know that they are going to be our strongest competition in this tournament. We scrimmed against them. We did not win a single match, okay? We are pissed at this point. But no matter, we have to play regardless. We might as well play the cards we're dealt with. We go into our first match, and I'll let somebody else tell you how it went.
Obviously Falcon right here in the forefront, but they are not doing very good against Team Michelin Star, who have not only secured the middle objective on the payload map, but also have basically killed their entire team of Honey Badger ones. Let's switch over to here to see what's going on here. The fantastic, fantastic display of skill, Tricera. They have like a lot of heavies standing on objective, a lot of heavies working together, and this is like one of the biggest things about this game right now is that like your game is dependent on how well your frontliners are going to be able to work together and capture points. So right now, you can see Michelin Star having the advantage over and over again with their heavies on point characters like Welkin and stuff like that. And you can see that Stego is getting freaking melted by the heavies focusing him, because again, the ultra heavy lockdown heavies have so much ridiculous damage. That actually got a little bit close. I think if Honey Badger was able to contest the third launch point a little bit more, it might have been a much closer match, and they probably would have been able to, you know, edge it out a little bit more. But the problem was they lost the first point so badly to the other team, and you know, Michelin Star, they got like a massive like 20-something% lead on the enemy team.
That pretty much sums up how our first match went. Honey Badger lost the second match. I don't remember what the score was. It's not really important. Kudos to them for playing. It was fun. But now we're moving on to what again, I keep saying it's more like what I am most scared of for the whole tournament. Orca has many good players, but a lot of them are one tricks. Our strategy here is kind of to kill the one tricks that we are the most afraid of. The number one probably being MDB. We know MDB is the only Inferno player, and we have not practiced a lot against it yet, so we are absolutely fiending for this man. And once again, I will let someone else show you what happens next.
Right now, we're looking at Welkin versus Welkin action, as the enemy Welkin almost gets picked, but also the Lumine from Michelin Star side is picked out. So we're playing a 5v6 right now, as Michelin Star is trying to push forward and get a pick for their team, but it looks like MDB, the Inferno, is gonna get picked, and this is the thing I'm talking about, where I am really looking forward to this match, as both teams are high level players. They are competing on a level that we haven't really seen so far in the tournament, as we see people left and right getting picked out. They're still overlooking A point. B is up. A is disappeared. It actually timed out, so they have to move on to B in this moment. He boxed B, and they actually got it with no firepower capable of punching through right there.
They have Inferno though. Be careful, he's still in the air.
Now they're going to be waiting for the respawn to go through. The Inferno is getting targeted down with all three howitzer shots. They're going to try to work their way towards A, as Orca is doing a very good job of backing up. But Stego is getting picked right now, as it's... No, but his cloud goes up, so he managed to escape. And the dismantle is going to be very hard without an ally Inferno or ally Welkin on the way. Aquila is now picked by the enemy Elisnus, dropping down from the skies. This is a tough match, ladies and gentlemen.
A is also open. Sego's on one still. He's dead.
A and B are open. They do get a pick on the enemy Stego. You need the Welkin to be on point right now to be capturing A, but looks like the Welkins are locked in a forever duel, unable to really get anything out of this.
Hold on. Rewind a second. Did you catch that? Charlotte got stuck. I'm not exactly sure what we were supposed to do in the event of a glitch like that. I really do forget it this time. But I do know that if there's a disconnect or something, that it has to be before the 2-minute mark. We'd already been in game for about 3 minutes, so I didn't want to just stop playing and get punished for it somehow. As unfortunate as it was for Orca, they actually took the lead after this. Just look.
Back off. Hold spawns. Just back off.
I don't think okay, so apparently Orca's Lumine player Charlotte got stuck in a hole somewhere, and they kind of like messaged to me, but like I don't think that's grounds for a restart.
We're down 1-3 right now. We are in an absolutely horrible position. Orca just needs to maintain dominance over our death timers, and they can absolutely destroy us for the rest of this match.
Of how this is gonna go, enemies are going to be focused on denying capture. Obviously, their killer is also super low. Is there no one to? Oh, but they're chasing the kill. Maybe, perhaps. No, not really. But they do pick Welkin. Stegos in the behind. Nobody is getting any points, as the amount of disruptor from both teams is reaching critical levels. I mean, it's been 2 minutes and nobody's capped a single point so far, and this is very, very exciting to see. But it does look like finally Michelin Star gets the A objective, and B might be at a critical point where it will despawn in time. Thus far in the tournament, very, very nice teamwork going on for these guys. They have to capture one of these points to equalize by the end of the 3rd minute. Inferno is going to be chunked so hard. How is Orca going to contain their lead when their Inferno and their killers are all getting picked over and over again? Oh my goodness. This is such a hard game for both sides, and looks like the point just equalized for both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a very, very close match right now, as both teams are 3-3.
We up on B, so.
Wait, can he get it? Can he get it? Oh, he almost got it. It was very close.
I keep it moving out of the fight. She's just focused on healing herself at this point.
Y'all are up one. Y'all are up one. Y'all are up one.
Nice.
B is because of the staggering. Maybe Inferno is getting picked too much. There's a lot of things happening around the map, and it looks like Michelin Star's focus on Inferno is paying off, as they are destroying MDB every single time he comes down, and they are also able to deny the point at the same time. It's a wonderful teamwork we're seeing from Michelin Star, but bad news for Orca, as A is being contested heavily, which means Michelin Star is going to pull ahead. If they can hold this point for 23 seconds, they will have the win. Orca needs to come back right. Actually, Orca's out of time. Even if they cap this point, they will not be able to equalize the thing. The match is
over. We beat Orca. The win may have been controversial, but we take it. Charlotte, as her team's lead, did try and get the game reset, but unfortunately it did not work in her favor, and we were fully ready to fight for this win.
I think they're contesting the reset here.
Also unrelated, but DJ gets MVP like probably 50% of the time, and that's why he's my GOAT, and I love him. If you really want to keep up with the drama of it all, you can go watch Axolotl's stream. It should be like 4 hours. You'll see it on his page, but I will not delve into it any more than I have already. We move to game 2. I'm going to start by showing the middle of this game, where both teams are pretty equal here. It's okay, you guys are on the way back, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm dead, I'm fucked. Kill someone, please. I can't see right now. Kill somebody, come on guys.
I'm trying. I don't think.
Don't target Tricera. He's gonna be getting healed by Luminate.
I know who's, at least now I know who is abusing the listeners bug. Freaking Lisa. Oh my god, I think they're gonna be able, I mean, the situation has equalized here.
Don't get off point yet.
No, go back for point, This is
No, you guys go. I can't chase you.
Yeah, we're good. Inferno's behind us.
Okay, so looks like MSR is trying to cap point, and they are advancing the payload. We're gonna jump into the future right now, as Orca is falling behind, as we're gonna go back to the past. Dude, yeah, typical trike gameplay. Too many people shot calling? Which one are you talking about, Orca or MSR? I know that MSR is a newly formed team. They did not play in the August tournament, and they were a starter team for this tournament, which is good. The currency, yeah. So they are a new team. You're right. Good catch on that. Okay. And then we are going to be looking at very largely for MSR. Now Orca needs to fight for C point, or at least fight to get their cart to C point, because they are being pushed very heavily here by MSR.
When you play Tricera on Palm Bay Harbor, you usually have one job, and it's sit your ass on the point.
Desperate to push their card. It is neck to neck right now, as Orca just lost their Inferno, and as people are spawning in, the only thing Melver can do right now as Tricera is push the cart, but the enemy Tricera is also on the cart, so it becomes a race of the turtles, a race to erase the other Tricera off of the map. And it looks like Aquila is getting chased down by melee carries. Alyssness is on scene. Aquila's on the other side is getting a lot of good shots onto Miller, and it's neck and neck right now, but it looks like actually they were able to push Orca's Tricera off the point. It's 89 to 78 right now. 90 to 78. Inferno was blasting these heavies, was heavy energy damage, but is it enough to push them off the point? Is it enough to dislodge Stego and Tricera? It is! They kill Tricera! 84 to 80.
Just keep them on their point. Keep them on their point.
Walking dice.
Stay on our point.
Can't Orca stop Stego from pushing the cart? It's 96 to 82.
Good kills, boys. Oh my god.
Stay on point.
97 to 83.
Keep them off the point. Just keep them off the point.
98 to 84. It's so close. Oh my god, and they get it. They're able to push forward. Despite Orca being the favorite team here. Oh man. The Inferno is not enough to push the super heavies down. Orca does, unfortunately, get knocked out by MSR in this round.
MVP, baby. Let's go.
Come on, man. This guy's
Don't discredit him. That was crazy.
We advance to the next round. The next hurdle we have to overcome is strikers. Now, we're pretty familiar with this team. We know a lot of the players. I run into Brohemoth all the time, or at least I used to when the beta was open, and I would also frequently go into his Twitch stream and harass him. We're ready to start, and here are some of the highlights from the game.
Shoot on point, please.
Yeah, you have to be extremely careful about how you actually approach in. Yeah, like you said, a lot of these players you'll see push like directly towards the point, but you need to take really strong angles so that you can support your teammate in setting up to actually capture. Tricera here having a little bit of trouble with the Welkin sitting on top of him, a little too far away from his team here actually to get the support he really needs. Yeah, he's actually just going to go down here because stick close here to the super heavy to keep things going, and we're going to see the Tricera having to reposition around point B here and going to take a lot of damage while they're doing it. Welkin sitting on the point waiting to get that box up. Lubine trying to rush in, so Welkin's not uncontested to the box. Welkin going to push out here onto the Tricera. Tricera yet again separated from the team, will go down here for Team Strikers.
These super heavies, and we saw from the last kill their trike was essentially sniped out by their by MSR's amazing Aquila.
Yeah, and again, it's really difficult for this Tricera doing that position. As we see here, we talked about the positioning there. You can see MSR's Tricera actually getting pushed into a bad position here. This is going to be where Team Strikers needs to capitalize on this, and they need to put attention on that Tricera if they want to have hope of capturing this point here. And we see that's what's happening here. You can see Strikers here trying to lock it down. They're going to move over with their Tricera onto the point. Enemy Tricera super low, going to move away to secure the kill here. This could be the opening they need to try to take this game back as they push in, but the Welkin down on the box, but the box not going to be able to secure the point here. Now, Tricera here for Team Strikers needs to make something happen. They're going to get boxed up by the Welkin. The Lumine going to keep the heals up here. Welkin really not able to capitalize on that box.
They're getting
only
picked.
getting a little bit of tip damage there, but
Yeah.
now
Look at this picture right here. Do you remember what I said earlier about Orca, that if they could just control our death timers, that we would lose? This is exactly what's happening to Strikers here. We have 4 of them dead at once, which means there's only 2 people alive. Honestly, we could just kill those 2 people and start taking all the points, which I think is what happens from here on. Point being, this is how we won so heavily. Also, I'm very aware that the quality is not very good, and I'm sorry for only addressing it like 20 minutes into this video, but I simply do not have the time to go find the best quality of everything that we have. So, yeah.
Him into focusing a target that he's unable to kill alone, such as the Welcome being pressuring Tricera to move, and then they ended up sweeping the rest of Striker's team, and that's what's gonna get them the point every single time. And it looks like MSR does take the first round in this best of 3 semifinals. All right.
you want me to go ahead and roll for game 2 here?
Round 1 is over. Round 2 is just starting. We are now forced onto Graceland Sky City Team Deathmatch.
Looks like Striker has the Falcon, and looks like the MSR have their main roster out. Was the killer?
Yeah, we're gonna see here this Tricera trying to set up those early shots, shred some of that liquid armor off of these teams, and now moving in so they can follow up there
Super
on
aggressive.
the rest of the team. Yeah,
Wow.
I love this a lot, actually. That Tricera on the enemy team there for Team Strikers immediately sees their liquid armor just shredded away here. And now this Tricera here for MSR kind of has free reigns to move in. That Welkin going to get absolutely shredded here. Lumine, now the next target, forcing them away from the rest of the team as
But
well.
he's
Elise
not
is
dead,
here going to
no?
see the armor purge. Yeah,
Ooh.
this is huge. Now coming back in, Elise is trying to sit defensively here,
actually,
trying
MSR
to break away,
loses
but the
their
Tricera,
yeah, they're going to lose
Oh!
3 people at the same, 4
4!
people at the same time in that massive
What a
brawl.
turnaround!
Whoa! Yeah, actually, when they were going in, I thought that they surely would have been able to pick out 1, but they didn't get the Welkin, they didn't get the Elistness, they got nobody and lost 4 for it. What a crushing push.
Yeah, it feels like the target acquisition wasn't there on for the team. Maybe the comms didn't come in. You didn't see any pings coming out from the team either to try to lock down those kills
Stego's
that
about
were
to go down.
very, very clear.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Falcon up above here. That super light really putting the damage down. Welkin coming in with the box, trying to lock it down here. Welkin really, really low here. No place to go. The Luminate comes in, is able to swap the aggro there from the lock on, but it's not going to be enough. It looks like the Welkin goes down. This is turning quickly here as we see Team MSR trying to get back into this game. The Stego shield coming through, but not going to be enough as they pick up the second one. Tricera up top being called out here by the members of MSR, and Tricera going to go really low. The Welkin coming in to try to get the defensive box off,
Yeah,
but that's going to
they're
be
pulling it
free.
back. They're locking it in.
Extremely low, and the team here, MSR, really packing onto it. They don't pick up that kill, but they pick up another. Welkin forced a defensive box in the worst possible position. Will go down. Oh my goodness, MSR against the odds. They go down 4-0 in the beginning. Are now at 5-4 here. Quickly flip the script on Team Striker as they keep the pressure up. Aleseness from downrange. They clean up the elimination, and MSR brings it back for the first round here on Sky City.
I think this is just their special move, man. They just lose the first half and then pull it back in the second half. I don't know. It just keeps happening.
That was scary. I don't know what happened there, but we were about to lose our first round of the entire tournament. I personally was not ready for that to happen. I would like to give kudos to Strikers for that because you really made me sweat during that moment.
Yeah, they are looking really good right now. That's such a hard position to come back from. And again, it looks like they just clean up their comms. Like I said, we actually hear them call out to go on the Tricera as they start to pick up those eliminations and get back there. And they make sure that they don't make the same mistakes they make early on into the match where they
Picks on maybe the super heavies, the enemy Tricera. Striker's Tricera is low, Stego is low, Alyssa's is getting in, and it looks like enemy Stego is about to go down with some melee pressure being so hard here. And the Welkin,
yeah, the Welkin's gonna go down as well. Yeah, now the Tricera sitting on Tricera. The team callouts being made. There's no place for this Tricera really to go. And now the aggression gonna come out. They push Lumine off. Again, they're gonna look to pick onto the super heavies here. If they can pressure that Lumine away again and again, they are just able to clean up these eliminations with clean comms here. Welkin trying to buy some distance here for the Tricera, but this team's MSR's Tricera not giving up any pressure whatsoever, just lets the Welkin sit on top of him and spin. And that's going to be another one that's going to be kill 4 secured. Now the Welkin caught out in this team's Welkin box.
Oh my god,
it's
they're
5-0.
serving it up.
MSR just
the tank busting
in game 2.
Immobile.
They just need one more game to move on to the one more kill to move on to the finals. It looks like the Stego is the prime target right now as the entire team descends upon it and cleans it out 2-0 for Team MSR, Michelin star restaurant. I think that's their name. What a great name and what great games they've been playing. Yeah, first team to move on to the finals.
That was such an insane recovery. I love the nod to Char here.
And just like that, we are now one of the top 2 teams in North America. Let's look at what happens next. At this time, Falcon Punch and Sink or Swim were playing in the semifinals. They had an absolutely crazy game. Let's look at a little bit of it.
Absolutely lit up when they tried to push in a little bit, get some information. Alizni's pushing in currently on Falcon Punch, being an oppressor over there, causing.
It's Zephyr doing a really good job of.
Oh, 15 seconds! 15 seconds on the clock. No picks. Oh, it's 2. The Zephyr was the Naru shot on the Aquila. It's just 7 seconds on the clock. There's nobody else is dying.
Bro, I can't believe it.
Oh my god. They are huddling extremely well now. Now in scrims, I know that Falcon Punch was actually losing out on some of these scrims. I know that they scrimmed MSR last time and lost heavily to them, but it actually seems like they're pulling it back a lot, and they're putting up a fight. They're putting up a fight now. And if
Trying
they
to get those
okay, here's Zephyr
Zephyr's
gets
down.
sick. Oh my god. There's a minute
This
left.
changes the tide.
Get shot by a sniper.
7,
He might be good.
6,
Valkyrian's moving.
5.
He can't get out of here,
the
bro.
Ramen gets
One
picked
kill,
as
that's
well.
it.
Oh, there's another pick.
They got it going.
They got it. Oh my goodness.
We are going on to a round 3 Sky City.
Need to target prio somebody, anybody. 18
Now
seconds.
again, the shots off.
Aquila is
Puppet
really
at
low.
25 HP.
I see
Puppet
he goes down. 14 seconds. 10 seconds on the clock.
Man.
Oh
comms,
my
bro.
god.
Live.
It's
got another
tied. It's a
kill.
tie.
No way.
It's a tie currently.
3 seconds
left.
2, 1, 0. Oh,
Going
it's
into
overtime.
First to get
Holy
a kill
crap.
wins this match. 1 kill is all that's needed from either side right now.
My heart is pumping. And
And
it's
that's
Falcon
it.
Punch!
That's it.
Falcon Punch
Falcon Punch
takes
won.
it!
Falcon
Oh my
Punch
god,
punched
the
it.
overmatch! What the
Falcon
heck? They
Punch
got
punched it.
3 kills
I
in the
can't
span of a
believe it,
minute!
bro.
I can't believe the comeback! That's amazing! How did they do that? Whoa! What the heck just happened?
This was a truly insane game. Falcon Punch down by 2 kills, managed to get 3 in that last minute. Obviously very worthy of Community Tournament 1 win. So that leaves Falcon Punch versus Michelin Star Restaurant in the very last game of the series. I'd also really quick just like to shout out Sink or Swim SOS. They are pretty cool. We talk to them occasionally on Discord or whatever, and those guys absolutely deserved the third place spot they got after that. Not to say strikers didn't, but they played well. Now next, we end up waiting like 15 minutes. I don't really know what was happening with Falcon Punch in their Discord. They were probably debriefing after the last match and talking about things, but it was like past midnight and I was tired and grumpy, so I was kind of shouting at Incilia to get in the game, get in the lobby, let's get started. I'm sure they had stuff to talk about, but we ended up waiting like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. It was too long for me. That being said, I can't be that mad because it did give the casters time to gas us up. So you can watch that here.
Maybe even better than Puppet, actually.
Oh, it's Renegade, right?
That's insane.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
a
it's Renegade.
killer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Renegade Man is very strong, and he is one of the key reasons of why they win so many matches. Their DPS is insane, and their teamwork between their Tricera and Stego is like unmatched by any other team that's around.
So I have one question for you. Do you think the hype is deserved?
無敵の笑顔でラスメディア知りたいその秘密ミステリアス抜けてるとこさえ彼女のエリア完璧で嘘つきな君は天才的なアイドル様今日何食べた好きな本は遊びに行くならどこに行くの何も食べてないそれは内緒何を聞かれてものらりくらりそう淡々とだけどさんさんと味噌で見えない秘密は蜜の味あれもないないないこれもないないない好きなタイプは相手はさ答えて誰かを好きになることなんて私わからなくてさ嘘か本当か知り得ないそんな言葉にまた一人落ちるまた好きにさせる誰もが目を奪われてく君は完璧で究極のアイドル金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で愛してるで誰も彼も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛はいはいあの子は特別です我々は花からおまけですお星様の引き立て役 B です全てがあの子のおかげなわけないしょらくさい妬み嫉妬なんてないわけがないこれはネタじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分も許せない誰よりも強い君以外は認めない誰もが信じ崇めてるまさに最強で無敵のアイドル弱点なんて見当たらない一番星をやっと知ってる弱いとこなんて見せちゃダメ試しにたくないとこは見せずに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいやそれこそ本物の愛得意の笑顔で沸かすメディア隠しきるこの秘密だけは愛してるって嘘で積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ流れる汗も綺麗なアクアルビーを隠したこのまぶた歌い踊り舞う私はマリアそう嘘はとびきりの愛だ誰かに愛されたことも誰かのことを愛したこともないそんな私の嘘がいつか本当になることいつかきっと全部手に入れる私はそう欲張りなアイドルとしたいでみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから今日も嘘をつくのこの言葉がいつか本当になる日を願ったそれでもまた君と君にだけは言えずにいたけどやっと言えたこれは絶対嘘じゃない愛してる
Thank you so much for watching this video. I spent way too much time making it, so if you could just leave a comment, say hey, leave a like, whatever. I don't plan on being a YouTuber, but I thought it would be fun to make this. I would have commented more on Falcon Punch's the games with Falcon Punch, but I'm exhausted from just everything. So if you want to go and watch those games, there is the VODs. You can go look at Renegade Man. I think it's Renegade Man 86 on Twitch, or DJ Penguin on Twitch, or you can go watch Axolotl's broadcast of the games. I think it's mostly from Falcon Punch's perspective, which is why I didn't use any clips from the streams. And I think that's all that I have to say today. Obviously, that last game was very close. Kudos to Falcon Punch. They also got to go to China just like Orca did, and I'm so proud to have been part of this experience. So I don't really know what else to say other than goodbye.